PNC, America's Black News Channel. Watch us on all major cable providers and major streaming platforms. Finally, news that speaks to us.
Welcome back to Black News Tonight. Recently released data shows that the COVID-19 pandemic has greatly impacted Black and Hispanic early school children when it comes to literacy. And according to the New York Times, the study finds that the reading skills of Black and Hispanic students in kindergarten, first and second grade have been disproportionately impacted as they missed important benchmarks. The studies also reveal that Black and Hispanic students from low-income families and those with disabilities, as well as those who are not fluent in English, are falling behind the most. Joining me now to unpack this new study is the science and urban education scholar, Dr. Chris Emdin, and he's the author of Ratchetdemics, Reimagining Academic Success, and he's also a chair in curriculum and teaching at the University of Southern California. Thank you so much for being here, Chris.
Always glad to be here with you, brother.
You know what? The literacy crisis is really not something new, right? But how much did the pandemic further this problem, especially for Black kids?
Well, I mean, I think the pandemic certainly exacerbated a number of issues. That's reading, that's allowed young folks to be social-emotionally unstable. So there are a number of things that are at play. You know, I'm taking issue with the alarm around the gaps in reading when it comes to Black and brown children, because it almost has an underlying message that their underperformance is a function of their inability. So yes, the reality is that our babies are not reading at high levels. All children aren't, but our babies are not reading at high level, based on the inability of the existing structures to help them to be able to accelerate their learning now that they've gotten back into classrooms. And also, it doesn't take into account that young folks learn at different rates. And then most importantly, there's a binary that's being presented, that you're either like balanced literacy or phonics. So, you know, pick one or the other. Well, for Black and brown children, both ain't working, neither of them are working. There are other things at play that are affecting their ability to be able to learn. I don't believe in this focus on learning loss. I focus more on what do we do to accelerate the learning once they get back into the classroom.
So you think there are these other elements involved in their ability to learn. What are some of those main causes that are actually causing this literacy gap?
Well, you know, one of the arguments that are being made is that young folks are not getting phonics. This notion of breaking down words to their basic essence, or a sort of basic way that all people are able to make sense of text. And they're saying, well, if these kids got more phonics, they'll be able to learn better. And they don't need anything else other than phonics. Well, we know, based on our experiences with our babies, that if you have a classroom where all I'm doing all day long is learning phonics without context, without books that I like, without a focus on my culture, without a focus on my history, I'm gonna get bored of the process and disengage. And so this hyper focus on phonics as the answer is so deeply problematic, because all it's gonna do is have the same cycle of dysfunction for our children. Let's keep in mind, there was a hyper focus on phonics-based instruction under President Bush, and it caused no results. So why all of a sudden do you expect that you're instructing only rooted in phonics without utilizing all those other cultural dimensions of teaching and learning as a part of the instruction is going to fix anything? And I would argue that this is all part of the larger agenda to sort of deculturalize teaching and learning. Don't use history, it's CRT. Don't look at what's going on in neighborhoods. Don't talk about Black and brown folks. Don't let them even choose books that they like. Just sit there and have them learn, drill, and kill phonics all day, and that'll solve the problem. And that's such a fallacy, it's stupidity. And we must really rise up and say, we don't want our babies to not just learn phonics. We want phonics and text and reading and history and culture as the anchor of instruction.
And you know, the study talked about lower income students. Do you believe these students in these lower income communities have the resources and the books and the tablets and computers to make them, I guess, able to be equivalent to some of the other schools that have these resources?
You know, I have a rather radical perspective on this. I think the reality is that our schools for Black and brown children are under-resourced. I also think that when we get so infatuated with the provision of technological devices to our children, and that becomes the one thing that we're clamoring for, that we get iPads into classrooms for Black and brown children, and the approaches to instruction are problematic even with the use of the iPads. Don't give me equal technology, and in the way that you teach me with that technology bores me and disengages me. And so we get so preoccupied with, like, we want the same thing them cats got. We don't need what they got. We need our culture as the anchor of our instruction. Our children have told us over and over again. I talked to some young people literally 3 hours ago, and they said, Dr. Emdin, we bored. Dr. Emdin, we back in the school after the pandemic, and they treating us like we ain't gone through nothing during the pandemic. Imagine, the kids have gotten back to the pandemic only for a month. Y'all already have all this hyper testing going on to tell them that they can't read, when in reality that they can't read. Why is that the direct focus of teaching and learning right now, when our focus should be on making sure that they're emotionally well, that they feel healed, that they feel whole and welcome. So, for me, the infatuation on reading scores doesn't even necessarily mean that these folks care about our babies reading at all.
Okay. Well, one of the things that people think they should care more about is the teachers, and the inability for the public education system to retain these teachers seems to be a major problem. I'm seeing a revolving door happening in the schools, especially during COVID. So how can we effectively solve this in the long term? Because I know structure and consistency will also benefit the kids.
I love that you anchored this in the long term. And my argument is very simple. If you want more teachers, first you have to have more teachers that reflect the culture of the young folks. And then the next part is you solve teacher gaps by valuing teachers and marketing teaching to young folks who are in schools right now. The next great teacher for Black and brown children is actually in a school right now. And they're looking at that teacher who is not loved, not respected, not valued by the principal and saying, I ain't gonna do that. Look at the way that person's been disrespected. If you want more Black and brown teachers, if you want more diverse teachers who care about communities, you've got to first value teachers in the world writ large. And secondly, you have to show young folks that teaching is a profession that they should aspire to. That the greatest heroes in our communities have been those who once touched the classroom. And so we have a marketing issue here. You can't say, well, we want to get more people to be involved in K-12 education. We want more teachers. And at the same time say we devalue teachers. Go to school. I don't care if there's COVID or not. No one is going to choose a profession where they're devalued and disrespected. So really it's a marketing problem, but also a valuing problem. You value a student's learning conditions are a teacher's working conditions. If you improve the working conditions for the teachers, they will stay. If you show more respect and value for teachers, more folks will want to become teachers.
Amen. They are the most valued people in our community. I know my mother and my mother-in-law were teachers, so I know it all too well. But I have to ask you, what can parents do? Because, a lot of this goes towards, reinstating these things and, I guess supporting the teachers at home. So what can parents do to help their children?
The first thing I would say to any parent is, do not leave the education of your child to the school system, whether or not you think you have a good school or a bad school. The education of your child is predicated on the extent to which you focus on the learning of that child at home. They've got to see you reading, and they will desire to read. You've got to spend the time with them to pick texts and books that they enjoy. You've got to make trips to the bookstore, like my good brother Mark Lamont Hill's bookstore in Philly. But you gotta have trips to the bookstore as a family event that you do together. It must be revered to pursue knowledge. I'm telling you that half the battle with our children has never been about their ability. It's never been about their desire to learn. It's about the fact that they model what they see the adults around them doing. So the first step is that. The second one is, beyond that is also you must advocate. If the school is saying we should pick phonics or we should pick balanced literacy, you should say we need phonics and balanced literacy that reflects the needs of the community and our history and culture. An absent parent from the school day means that you've left your children to your oppressor to instruct. And we know that does not bode well for us. So, and then the last thing is this, believe in your children. Don't believe the narrative of this. They will tell you all day long, Black and brown children can't read. We had the test scores. It's even worse for them. They don't like doing anything related to education. Those are narratives that are constructed by people who love the idea of espousing the notion that our children are not interested in education. Don't let a test score determine your child's worth. Don't let a school district tell you that the statistics say that your child can't learn. If you believe in that child and they see you learning, they will learn.
Amen. I like that. Believe in your children. Dr. Chris Emdin, thank you so much for those tips and that insightful information.